hummus bread? Cheese. Come this way, buddy. Nice. Oh, you okay, bud? You okay?
I need to. What's Daddy doing?
Come here, buddy. Come right over here. Stand by me.
What's Daddy doing? Hey, you kidding me?
What?
You kidding me?
Getting you.
Yeah, he is kidding me.
Cheese.
Cheese.
You helping me pack up?
What?
You help me pack my bag?
Yep.
It's Friday, October 1st, opening day of bow season here in Michigan. I'm out for the first time here at my grandpa's. This is a new stand that I put up this year. A lot of times when we have beans, I've noticed that they like to hog this edge of the field right beside me and work down towards this hill, and I've had a camera there. And all the bigger bucks that I've gotten have been right up on this hill behind me. So I'm hoping that
So it's Saturday, October 23rd. Didn't get to go out this morning. My wife is on vacation, so I'm home alone with the kids this past week. So I didn't get to go out this morning. I've been doing a few things this afternoon, and my mom took the kids for the evening. So I'm running out here to my grandpa's. I'm running really behind. My stuff I was doing this afternoon took a lot longer than what I was thinking. So I'm not sure what I'll see. I'm hoping to just get out there as quick as I possibly can and get up in the stand before it gets any closer. The temperature has dropped a lot in the past few days. It's only, I think it was like a high of 50 today. It might have even been a little bit colder than that with the wind chill. So I'm hoping that the deer will be up and moving. We'll see. It's kind of been raining on and off this afternoon a little bit, so we'll see. Hopefully that gets them up off their feet this evening. But I think I'm gonna go sit out on the edge of the bean field. It's harvested now, but there's kind of still a lot of stuff that's on the ground, so I'm hoping that they will come out to eat some of that, but we'll see. Stay tuned, I guess, to see what I see. Let's go, baby. He didn't. Dude, I think I heart shot him. Well, we just back trailed him. Found my arrow. Pretty kind of surprised it made it. Oh, I bet that was my bow falling. Kind of surprised it made it in the deer this long. My arrow. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know how much of that I actually got on film. It was kind of crazy there for a second. This buck was all by himself, and he just popped out of nowhere right down the edge over here where we've been seeing a lot of them come out. And he kept checking some scrapes and you know, getting his antlers up in the branches there for a while. And I texted my dad because I was looking at him, and he wasn't too far from me, and he could see down that field too. I texted him, I'm like, there's a pretty good buck that came out. I didn't really get that great of a look at him, and I was like, I think he might be a shooter. And he kind of was walking away from me, and I texted my dad, I'm like, do you think I should grunt at him? And he's like, yeah, try it. So I quick reached in my backpack, pulled out my grunt call, and I hit that thing. The first time, I don't think he heard me, but then I hit it again, and he peeked his head up and just almost trotted right at me. And at that point, I was kind of freaking out a little bit because I didn't even have my bow in my hand, and it's completely open in front of me. This is the same stand that I shot my doe in a week ago from tonight. And there's just no cover in front of me. So he came running at me, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to grab my bow. And he got all the way down almost to me, and he turned and went in the woods. And I'm like, oh, great. It's pretty thick behind me. And our wind it's a southwest wind tonight. And I had checked it a couple of times, and it was blowing back that direction. So I'm like, oh, great. He's going to go right behind me and wind me. So I'm trying to move my camera with my, while I'm hooked on my bow, I'm trying to move my camera to the right to pan and hit him, get on him. And he gets to a point where I could finally get a shot behind me. And I had bumped my camera a little bit more to the right. And when I went to shoot, my string came through and hit my camera arm. And it hit something with my camera and popped my camera straight up and zoomed it all the way in. But the buck went 3 yards and stopped. He had no idea what happened. And he was rubbing his head in the bushes right there. So I quick reached around, grabbed another arrow, got it knocked. And he was still probably 20 yards from my stand. But there was a tree branch that he was behind for me. So you can probably see in the GoPro behind me, but I lean back as far as I possibly can and bend down as much as I can, and I've got a pretty clear shot, and I'm at full draw at this point, and I'm trying to really settle in because he's not going anywhere. He's just standing there. So I'm trying to settle in, and I can't. I have a nose button on my bow, and I couldn't feel it through my face mask. So you probably see in the video, I quick reach up, grab my face mask, pull it down over my nose, get it locked in. And I think that was one thing that really helped me was kind of taking an extra second there to really focus, and bent down a little further, made sure my camera was out of the way this time. And I smoked him. We haven't gutted him or anything yet, but I'm sure I got hard. He probably went, 25, 30 yards? Yeah. And piled over. And I thought that I heard him fall.
This would have been the exit side, correct?
No.
He was facing this way?
Yeah.
He had spun around, huh?
Yeah, he had turned around.
Oh. Move that leg there a little bit. So
I could have sworn that
I
heard him fall in person, but it all just happened so fast, and I was like, I don't know for sure. And so I'm glassing with my binoculars, and I see what looks like a bloody back end, and I'm like, oh, I think that's him. And at that time when I had first found him, my dad came walking up, so I'm trying to tell him, just hold on a second, because I wanted to make sure he was down before we jumped him. And yeah, I watched him for a while, and he didn't move, so we got down, and I came up along the edge because we were losing light, and found him 30 yards. He's actually right on our trail that goes back to my grandpa's house. He died right on the trail. So it has just been such a crazy day today that honestly, I got out here super late. I wasn't even expecting to see any deer tonight. I didn't get out till about 6. And it gets dark at I don't know, it's like what, 7:15 right now?
Yeah.
And to have that all work out like it did, that was just awesome. And I couldn't ask for anything better. It was awesome to have my dad be right there and be able to see and hear the whole thing. I just thank the Lord for blessing me with that. Yeah, I couldn't have wrote it any better than that.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch it on the binoculars. I was watching you the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I could see him come trotting along the edge, coming running right at you down the field. And then I knew he had gone in the woods, and so then all I could do was watch you. And so I could see you draw, and I was like, oh boy, here it goes.
And I don't think I mentioned it either, but my dad, when I was driving up here, he got here before I did, and he found 3 fresh scrapes right by his stand over here. And I was going to go to a different field tonight, and he said, I think you should come over here to this other field and sit right beside me, because this is what we did the night I shot my doe last week. We sat basically side by side, and he's like, I think you should come back over here. And I'm like, well, I don't want to screw up your spot, like you're already seated. And I had to walk literally right by him. And he said, he's like, I don't care, just do it. You're going to be out soon enough. And so I did, and without him saying that, I mean, there's no way I would have got this buck from that other field. I mean,
yeah,
there's no way. So it was just awesome. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of at a loss for words here.
That's a good one.
Happened so fast, but
best ever with a bow, right?
yes, biggest buck with a bow. Yeah.
You put a shot on him.
I call him a 9-point. Some people might not. He's got a little point here that's probably on the edge of scoreable or not, but for me, I'm calling him a 9-point. So yeah.